low, but got the puck in. Zubov coming out for New York. Long pass ahead. It was a good one for Nedved. He dropped it out the line. Larmer closing in. The shot blocked by Facette. Another fine save early in the hockey game. And now our first step. Zubov's pass intercepted at center. Kamensky brings it in. Fake the shot on low. Now he centers it. Covered in front was Scott Young. Messier now gets in there and get the backhander away though. Now he centers it right under the stick. Young to Coop. Band on it. Rangers couldn't clear it away. Good play by Ricci to beat Bukaboom to it. Now Young stopped by Bukaboom. And it was cleared down the ice. This is Larmer racing in. Scores! Larmer pulling away from Joe Sakic and got the wrist shot through Stefan Facette. And the Rangers strike first on a shorthanded goal.
Steve Larmer just fought off Joe Sakic. He's so smart getting his body between Sakic and the puck, blocking him off, and then snapping it through Stefan Facette. The old 14-hole shot on the goaltender through the arm and the stick. Larmer fights him off, positioning. Body between Sakic and the puck. Sakic reaches around, can't get it. Larmer snaps it through.
In the first period. New York 1. Quebec, nothing. Long shot in there. Another shot. Verbeek had 2 cracks at it. Now another one. What a great save by Facette. A beautiful save. He definitely saved the goal with that glove hand.
John, we're getting a lot more of this stuff after whistles early in this game. There's been a couple of incidents I've seen over at the benches during line changes. The cheap stuff, the sticks in the back of the legs and so on.
Pat Verbeek misses the first chance and the backhand goes wide. Stefan Facette strong along the ice. The first save on Mateau and then the quick reaction with the left hand.
I've tested him 8 times. I've beaten him once. Nedved, 1 to draw. Verbeek again. Another glove save by Facette. He has Verbeek's number for sure. That's all. Nemchinov doesn't get too far. 3:50 remaining in the period. Here's Forsberg. Dangerous. Again Forsberg. Right in front. Healy down. And now he comes up shining for New York. And coming in with the brakes on now. Messier fired a pass in. Olanen stopped it to Forsberg. He made a good move on Messier. He centered it right in. Score! Basson.
Mark Messier and Jay Wells get tangled up. Miscommunication. Messier, where's Wells going? He's completely out of the play. Forsberg, nice pass. Touch pass to Basson. No chance for Glenn Healy. Jay Wells just left his area. Forsberg throws it to Owen Nolan, who gives it to Basson on the forehand, and he quickly on the tape.
Center. Kamensky doesn't move on it. Long shot in there. Another shot. Facette looking everywhere for it, and he didn't have to move. It was underneath him. And he hangs on, and the crowd gathers again.
I'm only 20 years old, and I think I have the chance to learn a lot from these series, and I'm looking forward to win the Stanley Cup too this year.
Hope to see you soon, Jocelyn Thibault. Back to you guys.
The Rangers, as you see, have just scored and have taken a 2-1 lead. It was a face-off to the right of Stefan Facette.
Mark Crawford's not going to like this one. Right from the face-off, the New York Rangers guys drive through. Everybody has a man on a face-off, and I'm sure Mark Crawford is going to look at the video on this one and say, well, okay, guys, there's a basic assignments. Messier fights. Graves just jumps right through the middle and slides it right through Stefan Facette. Everybody left too soon, and Graves was wide open. Bassett takes the draw. There's Graves, sneaks in, grabs the puck. Messier has the centerman, and Graves is 1-2.
Quebec 1. Just over 6 minutes gone in the period. Bukaboom shot away wide. Rebound though. They score! Nobody was moving. And Matteau just went in there to the left side. And just like that, the Rangers have taken a 3-1 lead. Nemchinov, I think, will be the goal scorer. Watch it here.
Nemchinov tips it in front. Matteau circles around all sorts of time. Nemchinov stick on the ice. Joe Sakic, Adam Foote. Nobody takes the stick. Puck goes back. Bukaboom does a good thing. Off the backboards. Make sure it goes through. Nemchinov has one crack and then just goes to the net. Matteau's got it. Nemchinov's in front and it's off his stick. Past Stéphane Fiset.
So the Rangers bounce back with a vengeance. And the puck was bouncing all over the place. Kamensky stopped it. And he's sorry about that because he was nailed immediately by Kyprios. Here's Larmer turning back on the backhand. Now to Larmer again. Hook to the head. A shot in there, and Fiset saw it again. The crowd sensed that Wendell Clark is trying to do something in the way of contact.
Steve Larmer with the hit down deep in the Nordiques zone on Laukkanen, who is still down on the ice. Now Clark puts the grab on Nathan Lafayette, I think it is, with his sweater pulled up. Meanwhile, a couple of the Nordiques jumped on Steve Larmer.
That wasn't such a bad hit on Laukkanen. It was the icing. Clark nailed Kovalev. And Laukkanen's down. The problem with some of the players, Kovalev looked like he was dead on the ice, got up and tried to play the puck. The little shove by Larmer, and Laukkanen goes awkwardly into the boards.
Clark trying to fire everybody up again.
Well, quite an active sequence right there. Right elbow on the money on Kovalev from Wendell.
Wendell gets that right elbow out, catches Kovalev on the chin, and Kovalev goes down. There was no penalty called on that one. And then Larmer gets a penalty on this play on Laukkanen when he just shoved him into the boards, and that's what the players have problems with, is the inconsistency. You let that one call go, and then that little push because Laukkanen stayed down longer. The arm wasn't up on the play, and then the call against Steve Larmer. Wendell comes by, the right elbow is right there on the chin, and there's no penalty called on.
Shoots it out and down the ice. Simon took a high stick. Didn't like it. So watch it if he gets going. He's number 12. He and Verbeek now bumped together over there. They're the Quebec bench.
Deadmarsh and Kevin Lowe give each other a pushing and shoving.
Uh-oh, for Verbeek, and one of the Quebec players on the bench had something going, and some light punches were thrown.
Sylvain Lefebvre. Pat Verbeek took a skate in the chin. He's got about 18 stitches just under the...
And Leach. Zubov, the other defenseman. Verbeek takes it into Messier, scores! Messier goes in and wicked low shot, and Fiset didn't have a chance to move on it. And that makes it 4-1 New York.
Mark Messier joins Wayne Gretzky and Yari Curry as now the only three players to score 100 goals in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
What a pass from Brian Leach to start this play. Brian Leach gets 2 steps, full speed, hits Pat Verbeek. Perfect pass, tape to tape. Messier cuts to the middle, Verbeek backhand, quick shot. Stéphane Fiset not set. Verbeek on the backhand pass, and Stéphane Fiset comes over, but he can't get his feet steady. And when you can't get your feet steady, you can't react. That was a bang-bang play. His feet weren't steady. Messier picks the corner.
12:41, the time of the goal by Messier. One from Nedved. Sakic back in. Nordiques on the move. Shot by Kovalenko was tipped away, and they fight for it on the board. They hold it there.
Now Wendell Clark's going to try and get something going with his physical presence. Takes a little elbow at Stéphane Matteau. Shot at Jeff Bukaboom. In comes Yui Krupp.
I tell you, he rippled the goatee on the chin of Peter Nedved when all of that started. Look at that power play goal. Kevin Lowe won't get an assist because he's sitting in the penalty box, but it was Kevin Lowe's takedown of Deadmarsh that started that whole hassle that led to the extra man for New York and the power play goal by Messier.
Wendell Clark's going to try and draw a penalty. The swing around, then he takes a shot at Bukavu. Gets up, little shot at Bukavu. And the elbow on Stefan Matteau, good right elbow. We've seen the Gordie Howe-like elbows of Wendell Clark a couple of times tonight. And he escapes again. Trying to get something going, trying to get his team to react. He said his role here is different with Quebec than with Toronto. In Toronto, he had to be a physical presence.
The Messier goal at 12:41. The assist for Beek and Leach. 4-1 New York. Owen Nolan brings it over the line. Forsberg turning back. Now Basson hands it up. Score! Laukkanen was up on the play in deep, and he was set up perfectly.
Peter Forsberg with his second assist of the night. Nice little back pass to Bob Basson, and Basson, instead of shooting, slides it over to Laukkanen, who's jumped up into the play. He's a good offensive defenseman. On the forehand, Forsberg to Basson to Laukkanen. Not much chance for Glenn Healy. He got a good piece of it. He came across, but it just trickled in.
That comes at 13:37. Laukkanen the goal. Basson and Forsberg will get the assist. And all the way back inside the Quebec line. Ricci. He left it for Kamensky. Shoots! Healy knocked it down, and before anybody could move on it, he smothered it. 15 left in the period. Nolan. Forsberg. Simon. Here's Sakic. Blocked by Healy. What a beautiful set. Kovalenko headed behind the net. It was lost. Here's a chance to Tinov, and he couldn't handle it in front of Bissett, who was charging out at him. Nordiques dump it in. Rattled on the boards by
Bob, I don't know whether you'd say not a hard one if you were down there taking that one.
Wendell. Wait a minute.
Bissett totally turned away from that scene as he was heading to the box to make the penalty call.
There's the right hand from Wendell Clark. He can throw him with both, but shoved by Bukavu. He's got the stick in his hand. Okay, there's another right hand. Both are going to go, and we don't see that good left jab. Left jab occurred just after that, and they're both only going to get 2 minutes. We've got 4-on-4 hockey.
In on the boards, it's centered. Right in front of the net, they go. No shot. Sakic turns at the blue line. Quebec turning it on, though. The pass in on the shot. It's juggled by Healy and gets back of the net for Lowe. And he says, look out, I gotta get this out, and he does. Moving up. Rangers. Kovalev centering it. Score! Beautiful pass by Kovalev. And the Rangers get the goal here, 4 aside, and they take a 5-2 lead.
Offensive defenseman, Dick, there's no substitute for that. Sergei Zubov, Brian Leach, you get a 4-on-4, you got lots of ice, and teams just don't watch those defensemen coming up late. Kovalev starts the play, and then Zubov realizes, hey, this is a good chance. He jumps up, Kovalev goes wide, Zubov is wide open. Krupp doesn't see him. Fissette's got no chance. Zubov off the post and in.
There was a Quebec player who fell down in the Ranger zone. I think it might have been Young. And he was tired. He was waving to the bench, and he went right there. They were, in effect, a man short on that rush by the Rangers.
Take some chances when you're down. And Zubov jumped right by everybody, wide open on the 2-on-1.
You know, we talked off the top of game number 1 about the importance of the Nordiques to control Leach and Zubov.
A shot hits Sakic. Kovalev got it up to Nedved in alone. He scores! The pass got through to Nedved. He was behind everyone. Faked Bissett. And that for sure is a 4-goal spread now for the Rangers. On a power play goal, they lead 6-2.
Perfect pass up to Peter Nedved by Kovalev again. And Nedved, this is how you make $1 million. You don't do anything for 58 minutes, and then you go in on the goaltender and make him look foolish. Peter Nedved, head up all the way, head up, fakes, goes to the forehand, and it's not a slider along the ice. It's right up in the roof. Fake, get the goaltender to go down, and then throw it up and over. And that's just what Peter Nedved did.
That's the most intense that we have seen him in these two games. The way he looked and the way he moved when he took that pass and had the open ice.
People,
They were talking for a long time and then decided they'd go.
he's a chippy little guy, but he's not a scrapper, Bob. And Wendell Clark, this is for the next game. This has nothing to do with tonight. This is for game 3.
Well, there was, if you look at consensus amongst those of us who are supposed to be the experts, everybody figured that the Nordiques going into New York for Game 3 would be certainly better served with a 2-game lead. The pressure, the zoo that is Madison Square Garden, the inexperience, here we go again talking about it.
Left hand.
And you're right, that's exactly what Wendell's thinking about now.
Pushing and shoving, and this is for game 3. Okay, Pat, you played a chippy little game. You're driving to the net. Well, here's what you're going to get. Missed that left hand. Good thing for Pat Verbeek, he did miss that left hand. Wendell's brother Kerry is in town. He was supposed to go back, but he decided to stay for an extra game, and he's a free agent.
Kovalev was there again. Score! The set didn't play that one at all. Quick shot by Nemchinov up high. And it's now New York 7, Quebec 2.
Mark Crawford looks up at the clock, and that's the danger of one of these games that start to get out of hand. The confidence factor for your goaltender. Kovalev has had a strong third period, fighting it off on the boards. Nemchinov through the screen. Bissett goes down. It's off his elbow, up under the bar. And now we're going to see Garth Snow, and this is to maintain some sense of confidence for Stefan Bissett. It's through the screen, short side, off his arm, and that's a bad goal. All the other ones, Nedved on a breakaway, he's going to score a lot of those. I don't think you could fault Stefan Bissett for many of the others. And to me, this is a mercy hook. Get him out of there.
What should a goaltender do? John Garrett, maybe Kelly Rudy back.
Kelly, I'm sure we'll have an opinion on that, but I know what you do. You go to the room, you vent your frustrations in private so that the other team can't build on your frustrations, and then you just roll
Down the right side, gets in the slot. Simon shot. Here's a chance. Healy makes a great save. Deadmarsh was alone and trying to lift it over him.
That unorthodox style of Glenn Healy, looks like he's down and out, but he seems to get in front of the puck, make the save, and that's all that matters in the third period.
And the Rangers quite comfortable now that they have tied the series. They are leading 7-2. Kamensky breaking in there. Scores! Kamensky made a big move on Healy. And that makes it 7-3.
Now, if this isn't a two-line pass stick, it's pretty darn close. Valery Kamensky at the red line. And the Rangers, because the score is so one-sided, aren't complaining too much about this one. Kamensky comes in, pulls it to his backhand, loses control, but gets it up and over Glenn Healy. It rolled on him at the last minute. He pulls it to his backhand, it's rolling, and he gets it up and over Glenn Healy.
You're right, John. I thought I noticed a couple of the Ranger players point right away to the center ice red line as if to say, hey, he was over there, but they didn't point very long.
My guess is for the 7-3 lead, so what?
Exactly.
Out and Sakic comes up after it. He's grabbed from behind by Mark Osborne. Crowd wanted a penalty. It is centered. Sakic right in there, and Healy has to come up big again on Joe Sakic. He does, and he hangs on to it. Another goal right there for New York. Has to hammer home another one and make it 8-3.
I think Peter Nedved's going to get credit for this one because I think that went in before the rebound. Peter Nedved gets a couple of goals. What goals were those? Number 6 and number 6 and number 8 in this game are scored by Peter Nedved.
And Both of them goal scorers, goals. I noticed Mark Fawcett held up like the one finger as if say it was the first shot that went in. Here it comes.
Yeah, right off the back bar. Nedved again waited for the goaltender to go down. Nick Kyprios was there just to make sure.
It is 8-3. I don't think anybody would call that one.
Healy was solid, not spectacular. The boy from Pickering with a glowing performance. Coley Campbell comes out and shows little emotion, but he has to be pleased with the way his team has responded. The Nordiques come on, and Mark Crawford has talked about their resilient team, their young team, and maybe they can come back again in Game 3.
Rangers going into the third, leading 4-2, got 3 in a row. Kamensky for Quebec, then Nedved. That was it. An 8-3 win. New York.